My name is Dennis Anderson, and I'm running for the U.S. Congress for Illinois' 14th District. I'm running because we need a representative in Congress who understands the challenges our families are facing and is willing to listen to people, to work hard, and to produce results. We've put up with obstruction, gridlock, and distractions for far too long. I'm ready to put families first and to get things done. Our economic recovery is slow and is still not being felt by far too many. Congress needs to take real action. Instead, what have politicians like our current representative given us? He touts the 40 or so jobs bills passed by the House majority, but those bills have no jobs in them. You can call an empty box a gift, but it's still just an empty box. He supported a government shutdown that cost our economy tens of billions of dollars and was the only member of the Illinois congressional delegation, the only member to vote against ending the shutdown. They've given us a financial crisis prompted by a near default that some of them actually believed would be a good thing. He repeatedly has joined in votes to repeal the Affordable Care Act, but has offered nothing to make it better. He even sponsored a bill that would weaken the financial regulations aimed at preventing the sort of meltdown that we had in 2008, and that bill was written almost entirely by one of those banks that was deemed too big to fail. He supports an agenda that views women's access to health care as a greater threat than persistent unemployment. We need real change in Congress, and I'm running so that our communities will finally have the voice and the action that they deserve. I understand that Congress has a role to play in the economy by helping all Americans achieve financial stability. I understand that unemployment insurance, Social Security, Medicare, and other earned benefits are humane and practical ways to strengthen our economy, encourage personal responsibility, and reduce poverty. I understand that small businesses are the engines of job creation and shouldn't have to take a backseat to the needs of big special interests. I understand that anyone who works a full-time job and plays by the rules deserves a fair wage, a higher minimum wage, and should not be forced to live in poverty. I understand that our tax code favors those who can afford to manipulate it and that it needs to be fixed. I understand that it is both surprising and appalling that the House majority seems to be obsessed with restricting access to contraception and women's health services, and even apparently has trouble understanding what constitutes sexual assault. I understand that the Affordable Care Act may not be perfect, but I also know that voting 40 times at a cost of millions of dollars on efforts to repeal it, efforts they knew were going to fail, isn't going to improve it. I understand that we need to end our reliance on fossil fuels and improve energy efficiency in order to protect our environment and remain globally competitive, and that the laws protecting our air quality and water safety should be strengthened, not eliminated. I understand that Congress works for the American people, and when any member of Congress refuses to do his job, he ought to be fired and replaced by someone who will. I understand these things. The people of the 14th District understand them. Unfortunately, our current congressman apparently does not. I've spent my entire working life producing results for people who counted on me. In the public sector, I worked to ensure that public health projects were run efficiently and lived up to their commitments to the taxpayer. In the academic sector, I managed medical research programs, particularly related to cancer, always with a profound recognition that our progress had the potential to affect so many patients and their families. The people of the 14th District can count on me as well, to listen to them, to stand up for them, and to produce results in those areas that matter most in their lives. I hope you'll join me. We've already built a strong base of supporters throughout the district, and with your help, we will win.